So we just turned the logic board. This is the separate video from the earlier video, but continuation of this video, you can see the full of dust covering this logic board. You can see this is the heatsink, processor, everything, and the amount of dust you can see for this kind of Mac logic board. It is really harmful for such laptop, because Mac is not an ordinary laptop, and most of the time the heating issue happens for such conditions, and from such condition, and the display is not appearing sometimes keyboard issue. So we should keep in a proper environment for MacBook Macintosh laptop. Okay, so underneath this plastic insulation we'll get the keyboard. I'm just bending the plastic insulation. You can see this is the keyboard part, and these are small all screws. We need to remove all these small screws for the changing of keyboard. Okay, so friends, we have another same MacBook. We are just changing the chassis with the keyboard. We need to check whether the keyboard problem is being solved by changing the chassis, or maybe it's from logic board. It's a really very less chance from the keyboard problem will be solved from the logic board. So that's why we first of all, just for the testing purpose, we are just changing the chassis. We're taking out the chassis of another MacBook Pro. The model is same, 1278. Now we're going to remove the logic board in the same fashion which we have done earlier. Okay. So you can see this is another logic board, and this is the logic board which we have just made the video earlier, and we are just taking this logic board. We're going to place this logic board over here for the testing whether the keyboard is working or not. Okay, so now my friend is putting that dusty logic board in another chassis.
আমার শালি ডিসেম্বর এন্ডে চলে যাবে।
ঠিক আছে, কাল বা পরশুর মধ্যে পুরোটা ফাইনাল করছি। তাহলে
তুই ওটা দেখে নিয়ে আমাকে বল, যদি হয়তো ভালো, না হলে ঠিক আছে।
ঠিক আছে, কাল বা পরশুর মধ্যে বলছি। তাহলে টান লাগলে হবে না, আরামসে বসাতে হবে। কিন্তু
বসানোর আগে আপনি আমার উপরে চেঁচিয়ে যাচ্ছেন, আগে দেখি। মেন প্রবলেম হচ্ছে আপনি ফোন ধরে রাখেন।
উমা, রেকর্ডিং এর মধ্যে সব কথা চলে আসলো। So friends, we have installed that logic board, earlier logic board in another chassis, and we'll just turn on the Mac. Okay, and maybe it's a long video, some other conversation may be recorded in this video. Please ignore those conversation because it's a long video, sometimes phone mating, so please ignore those. Really sorry for those disturbance.